Hello, I'm Greta Tita Gito Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share so that others will also be equipped about their potential. And if you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive Wisdom for Living. We are now on day 288, an audience of 1. Ang text natin makikita sa 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 13. Be on your guard, stand firm in the faith, be men of courage, be strong. So ito yung sabi ni Pablo. At ito'y utos, be on guard. So it means inuutusan tayo ni Pablo or ng Bible na be on guard. Kailangan ay magbantay. Yan. Kung si Jesus Christ pa, be watchful and pray. Kailangan ay magbantay tayo sa mga nangyayari sa ating palibot or sa ating sarili para hindi tayo malinlang. Pero sabi ng ating title, become an audience of 1. So, ibig sabihin, para magkaroon, ma-safeguard natin, to stand firm, para maging men of courage, in order to be strong, remember, we have an audience of 1. Laging nakatingin sa atin ang ating tagapaglikha. Laging nakatingin sa atin ang ating manlilikha. At ito may isang illustration ng isang bata na nag-build siya ng kanyang castle. Sabi rito, the boy sighed with satisfaction as the last of the 4 towers stood firm and tall. Now all he had to do to finish the sand castle was to draw the design on the top of the walls. As he worked, he watched the approaching waves. Before long, they would be up to the castle. So, ayon dito sa illustration, yung bata ay gumawa siya ng sand castle at nandun siya at alam niya syempre kung sand castle ay hindi ka safe sa mga darating o kung may pupuntang alon. So, alam niya yun, na-anticipate niya yun na may pupuntang alon. So, as he watched, sabi niya rito, as he worked, he watched the approaching waves. Nakikita niya, parating na yung alon, pero patapos na siya. Kasi, ang sabi niya rito, now all he had to do to finish the sand castle was to draw the design. So, lagyan na lang niya ng design. Pero nakikita niya, parating na yung alon. Napakalakas na alon. So, ano kaya ang ginawa ng batang ito? Kasi parating na yung malakas na alon. Tignan natin anong ginawa niya. So, ang sabi rito sa slide na to, the surf had been far down on the sand when he started building 4 hours before. But he had known that the time would come when the waves would approach where he worked. Hence, he had built a large moat with an opening toward the sea to build the water stay in the moat instead of coming up over the entire castle. He hoped the moat would protect his castle for a few minutes before the waves completely destroyed it. So, ibig sabihin, dahil na-anticipate niya, yung batang ito ay matalino kasi na-anticipate na syempre sand castle yan eh. Anong ginawa niya? Gumawa siya ng moat. It means gumawa siya ng ditch na kung sa atin pa pag sinabi nating ditch ay ng moat ay yung kumbaga kanal, deep, wide, defensive ditch. Yun yung tawag moat yun. Kung sa atin pa may kanal na malalim, palibot para pagka bago man marating ng alon ay dun muna siya didiretso. So yung malalim na kanyang ginawa. Pag sinabi natin malalim na moat para mag-alon man, mauna muna doon. And yun yung kanyang ginawa para i-protect yung kanyang castle na gagawin. Kasi 4 hours before, he had known that the time would come. Ibig sabihin, malayo pa yung dagat that time, pero alam niya, mahaba itong gagawin niya ito. At dahil sa dagat siya, ay syempre, ay natural na darating yung alon. So, ibig sabihin, mayroon na siyang precaution. Kaya naglagay siya ng protection by making a moat. Nag-build siya ng malalim na kanal, palibot, para mai-protect yung kanyang ginagawang castle or sand castle. At nung patapos na siya, tignan natin as he finished the last of the walls, the boy also kept an eye on his younger sister. Twice she had come to help him. The first time she had smashed an entire section of the wall with her shovel before he could stop her. The last time he had been on guard and had seen her coming. Thus, he had protected the castle from major destruction by catching her hand. So, dito ay nakita natin sa slide na maliban dun sa parating na alon, ay isa pa niyang i-protect dapat ay mula sa kanyang kapatid na sabi tutulong, may daladalang shovel yung kanyang kapatid na sabi sa kanya ay tutulong sa kanya, pero ano nangyari? Instead na tutulong, sisirain niya pala kasi tutulungan na ganunin ng shovel niya. So, ibig sabihin dalawa yung kanyang binabantayan to protect the sand castle that he is building. So, maliban sa alon na malakas ay nandun din yung kanyang kapatid. So, kailangan ay i-protect niya yung castle niya from natural yung calamities kung sa atin pa. Yung alon, pagkatapos ay yung kanyang kapatid. So, kailangan ay vigilant ka dyan. Kung sa atin pa, be watchful and pray. Yun, kaya kailangan magbantay. So, ganun ka talino yung bata na kung saan binabantayan niya yung kanyang castle mula sa alon at sa kanyang kapatid. At ano pa, ito sabi na dito sa ating illustration, the boy building the sand castle was wise. He recognized the approaching waves and the misguided help of his sisters in the midst of his goal to build a castle and to play with his boats in its moat, and he defended against them. So, ang ganda ng kanyang ginawa. Kailangan ay magbantay siya. At ang ginawa niya ay gumawa siya yung kanina ng malalim na kanal para i-protect sa wave at bantayan niya para yung kanyang kapatid ay hindi masira itong para mabantayan niya yung castle na ito na pag pumunta yung kanyang kapatid ay hindi ito masisira. So yun yung kanyang ginawa. At syempre naglagay din siya ng kanyang dubli-dubli, no? Naglalaro pa siya dun sa kanyang kanal na kanyang ginawa. So, nag-i-enjoy siya sa kanyang ginagawa kahit nagit ito ay matindi ang protection dapat na kanyang gagawin. So, nag-i-enjoy siya kasi naglagay pa siya na pwedeng boat sa kanyang moat. And ano pa yung sa the defense something occurs in two stages. Ibig sabihin, dalawa yung kanyang binabantayan. The defense of something the defense of something occurs in two stages. Guarding is preventive in nature. It occurs while the possibility of an attack is present, but before the threat is active and near. Recognizing the existence of an enemy who wants to steal or destroy the treasure. The one who guards watches over the treasure to safeguard it from injury or loss. So, antindi. Yung defense na kanyang ginawa dahil ito ay napaghandaan niya, ibig sabihin na-anticipate niya. So, ang tawag dyan ay precaution, na-recognize niya. So, guarding is preventive in nature. It occurs while the possibility of an attack is present but before the threat is active and near. So, sa buhay natin, ganun din. Kailangan tayo ay maging matalino at magbantay. Be watchful and pray. Be on guard. Ayan. So, dapat tandaan natin yung principle na yan. And, ano kaya ang nangyari sa susunod? Tignan natin kung anong ginawa ng boy. He does so by taking precautions against an attack and by keeping watch so the enemy cannot slip on him and catch him unaware. Guarding leads into the second step of defense, which is the action necessary when an enemy steps over to establish boundary, and threatens the treasure. So napakahalaga na bawat isa sa atin, we have a treasure inside us, and that is a potential. Our potential ay kailangan nating bantayan. Bantayan natin yung potential na mayroon tayo at i-guard natin. Kagaya nung illustration natin na bata, naging bantayan niya, mayroon siyang precaution, malayo pa alam niya na may parating. So sa atin, alam din natin na may enemy tayo, not ourselves, not other people, but Satan. But he uses people or circumstances or anything na pwede niyang gawin para tayo ay kanyang ma-attack. Ibig sabihin, the enemy is always there. He's like a roaring lion, sabi ng Bible. So, kaya dapat tayo ay magbantay, be watchful and pray, at maging wise tayo kagaya nung bata. He's wise enough to protect ang kanyang castle. So, may dalawa siyang ginbantayan. Ang una ay ang natural calamity at ang pangalawa yung kanyang kapatid na kung saan ay bigla-biglang pupunta daw at tutulungan siya. Yun yung sinasabi ng kanyang kapatid. So the second step of defense is protecting. Protection is active defense. In the midst of an assault, it implements the pre-established plan to preserve the treasure from danger or harm. The boy protected his castle when he caught his sister's hand to keep her from running it. So, yung una kanina ay guard from natural calamities. Ito naman ito protect sa mga hindi na natural, kundi yung mga circumstances ay yung mga palibot-libot na kung saan ang kagaya nitong second step of defense is protecting or protection is active defense, ang sabi niya rito. Sa anyman na assault, active. So, ibig sabihin, the boy protected his castle when he caught his sister's hand to keep her from running it. So, yun yung nangyari. So, we must have to guard and protect. So, yung guard is to defense. Kasi, ina-anticipate mo na may parating. Yung protect naman, on the spot assault. Ayan. So, to protect it immediately. So, ibig sabihin, be watchful. Don't just guard, but be watchful. So, you guard and protect. So, yung guard mo is a precaution and your protection is the assault or the present or yung atake na on the spot. So, kailangan i-protect mo. So, yun yung dalawang kanyang ginagawang precaution. Ang precaution is the guard, to guard. So, kailangan anticipate mo rin so you know how to protect. So, that is your active. So, be watchful and pray. So, guard, be watchful, and pray. Yun yung sinasabi ni Jesus Christ. Be watchful and pray. So, ang aking tanong ngayon ay, what precautions are you using to protect your dream and your potential? So, ano yung precaution na ginagawa mo? How to guard or how to protect your dream and your potential so that it will not be aborted? So, if you have the answer, just share your answer on the comment section or the comments below. So, isulat mo dyan, itype mo dyan para may share mo rin sa amin kung ano yung ginagawa mo, paano may protect ang iyong dream and your potential. So, leave your comment below. Thanks for watching. God bless.